Hello guys, today we're talking about Google Cloud Vision API and we will talk about the feature to detect landmarks. Okay, if you refer to Google link, which is here on top, you will see that the basic idea is very simple. We want to send to Google whatever image and we want Google to use its artificial intelligence to check if there is a known landmark on this image, and in case there is, Google is supposed to return to us the name of this landmark, its GPS coordinates, and also if the vertices for a polygon that we can use to actually draw, let's say, a rectangle on top of the image showing where in the image this landmark was found. Okay, so if you go to this link, you will see on the bottom of the page an option to try this API. So it's actually very simple. We have here a JSON request body that we can pass here whatever link to whatever image containing a landmark. So I will use this image. I will copy the address for this image, well-known landmark, and I will simply paste it here. And then we can simply click execute. There it is. With 93% sure, Google says this is the Colosseum. Okay. It also gives us back a bounding polygon with vertices for us to draw on top of the image. And here we have the GPS location that if we check for sure, it will point to Rome, Italy. Okay, but this was very easy, right? Because this is a well-known landmark. So let's say you are traveling to my hometown. I live in Salvador-Bahia, Brazil, and you see this structure and you see it, you say, wow, nice. What is that? How is it called? When it was it built? I don't know anything about this. I want Google to help me. So let's say we could have an app that you could take a photo. So let's say copying the address here, but we will do that inside our app. And you would take a photo, you would send to Google, and Google will tell you what is that you have in front of you. So just pasting here the image, click execute, and here you are. With 86% sure, Google says this is Eevador Lacerda. So with one click more, your app could actually go to Wikipedia and give to the user all the information about this landmark. Okay, very easy, very nice, simple application, but very cool application that we could use RadStudio Delphi and develop Android, iOS, whatever application to our users. So let's see how we can check that information inside our application. So here we are. We have RadStudio open. We go to menu, tools, REST Debugger, and first we will use REST Debugger to connect to the Google API services and test it, and then we will show our application. So here we have a method option. If we refer to Google information, you will see that actually we are supposed to do a post to this address. So we will copy this address here to the REST Debugger, and if we will change the method to post, we will actually use JSON, and the request JSON is actually the one we have just used here. So I will copy this and I will paste it on REST Debugger. After that, we go to parameters and we will add a parameter, of course the kind post, with the name key. We'll actually need to go to our console in Google here on the right, and in the console we have here the APIs. We go to API overview. On the left side, credentials. And if you have not yet created a key, you have to create a credential key. Okay, I have one here just created, so I will copy and I will paste the value here and apply. After that, I can send the request and inside the REST debugger, I have here now the very same result, Eevador Lacerda, showing that this application is able to connect to the Google API and check on the image. Okay? So now we have here the option copy components, and we can go back to RadStudio and create whatever project for Windows, Mac, Android, iPhone, whatever, and we can pass the components. So here we have the three basic components that we will need to actually make that request run inside our new application. So right now I will close this application. I will open a very simple one that I have prepared with some buttons, edits, and so on, just for us to check on this information. Google landmark detection. Here you are. And here we have an edit where we will paste the link for the image. We have a max result, so we have to remember that maybe one image we have more than one landmark, so Google will check on all of them, but limited to the number we write here. And here is a send request button where we have some code, including the API key that we have to send to Google. Okay, and we pass as parameters here the JSON, the very same JSON we did there, but adding the reference for the link and the reference for the max result. Okay, after that we execute the REST request, and we are supposed to have the results on those two memos at the screen. So let's run the application, and I will go back and copy here the link for this image and paste it here. Send request. So here you are, our application just connected to Google, and we have Colosseum, the very same answer we got inside the API. It's just 5 minutes away from your hand, and you can create now very cool applications using Google's API with landmark detection. Okay, just go and play around and have fun and create fantastic applications with RadStudio Delphi. Thank you.